everybody? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing today? Welcome back, everyone. Do me a favor. Smash the like. Subscribe to the channel. How many cups of coffee did I have today? Well, only the chat can make a guess like that. Welcome back, guys. I have had a really busy week, and today I was supposed to have a very, very long, lengthy drive down to one of my newest clients, and I got my service team to take care of it for me, which means I got more time to focus on selling for insurance and bringing some content to you guys. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. Everybody, smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. What's going on in the chat? Daryl Young says, half a cup of coffee. Oh boy, Daryl, you're not bullish enough. David Connolly in the chat, finally with you live from Frankfort, Kentucky. How's it going, David? Yeah, we're doing these things every day at 11 a.m. Lately. We were doing them at noon, 12:30 for a while, Central Standard Time. Lately, we've actually moved it to 11 just because we added an extra video each day. So that's pretty cool. Welcome, David, or Daryl, excuse me. Welcome, Cleary's Beef. It's Wade. How's it going, guys? Irish Styles. Today, folks, we are coming back up. We are having a 100K Bitcoin test today, which is pretty neat. Ain't that neat, Pete? Bitcoin's all the way up to $99,300. And yes, I've had a little bit of a bearish bias lately. I know, guys, but I'm telling you, I have a reason for the madness, and it doesn't need to happen, guys. I mean, I've got my you guys know at this point, the net worth is in crypto. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for our big, very big bull market. And I think that's happening, as we speak. I think this is the year. I don't know if we're just going to explode right now. We do have some very bullish stories today. CPI data came in today. Pretty neat CPI data. Looking pretty good for rate cuts. Honestly, more optimism for rate cuts. We're probably not going to have we're not going to have a rate cut in January or in March probably, but we got to take a look at May and I think June. So Daryl Young says, God help us, if we reject from here, we might hit Kip's bearish call. Well, that's the thing. I told you guys 100K is going to be some resistance, and so we got to be careful for that 100K resistance. CPI data is good. Excitement surrounding, the Don, Big Don, they call him Big Don. That's pretty exciting. We get a lot of bullish things. But we're still in a range, guys. We are still in a range. We are not out of the woods yet. And the reality is the bearish call, it's not really even that much of a bearish call. It's kind of just a bullish retest. That's what we've been waiting to see. There's no guarantees that we're going to see it. But the correct answer is 1 cup of coffee. 1 cup of coffee, but I just have more energy today. The sun is shining where I'm at right now, which is great. Even though I got snow on the ground, maybe it'll melt today. That'd be neat. Okay, so let's get into some of the news. Let's break it down, guys. You know how we do this thing. We are going to get into some of the tops. Well, first we're going to get into the top gainers, top losers, why perhaps these things are pumping. XRP getting a huge move today. Broke above $3. It tipped above $3, kind of back down below $3 again, but it did get above $3 today. So I want to discuss some of these coins that are up, that are down. We're going to look at Bitcoin dominance. We're going to look at some of the data happening in the space. We're going to look at the breaking news. And then at the end of the whole thing, my friends, of course, we're going to do a little Q&A for you. For you and me, okay? Dennis Law saying, should I dump Cronos coin? Should I dump my altcoins before altcoin season? The answer is probably no. If you have high conviction on Cronos, like, a lot of folks in this chat do. I mean, if you believe in it, the big move is coming for altcoins soon. A lot of people now, somebody's asking me, should I dump Cronos coin? What do you, are you going to buy XRP on the way up? No. You don't go chasing the coin that's already pumping. You buy the dip on the coins you have confidence in, and you ride them up, and then you take profit. And that's just kind of what we're looking for, folks. So let's talk about our big gainers. Let's talk about our big losers. Again, shout out to the chat out there. What are our trending coins? Not AI. There's an AI play. It's something to do with maybe not coin and AI, which is interesting. XRP, XLM, XDC, and Cardano. I have done videos with maxi for you guys on all of these coins. Well, they were dipping. I did a how many XDC to be a millionaire video. I did a how many XLM to be a millionaire. I even did another XLM video. I did couple Cardano videos for you as well. Why did I do that? Because we are coming into this guy's new presidency, and with the Don stepping into power, there's a lot of optimism surrounding the ISO 20022 coins and around cryptocurrencies that are based here in the US as well, because we might not have to pay capital gains taxes on some of those things. Can you imagine a world where the Don comes in and he says, I love these cryptos. They're so good. They're so good. And you're never going to have to pay a tax again. Why do you need to pay a tax on a Bitcoin? It's not even real. It doesn't even exist. If it doesn't exist, why should you pay taxes on it? It exists. Having some fun, but there's a world where maybe he lightens up the tax load for US-based companies. Bowhunter.btc in the chat says Stacks is US based. That's pretty neat. I am bullish on Stacks, the L2 on Bitcoin. We still have to see that pump from Stacks. What is Stacks doing today? What do we got for Stacks? Where's it falling in? $1.56, holding on to this range. Holding on to this range right now. Man, I think this thing's so undervalued. What's pumping today? What's not? Well, it's pumping. Virtuals Protocol back up again. This one's I believe, like an AI play. AI16Z, that's an AI meme of sorts. XDC, Algorand, 2 ISO 20022 coins. Quant is, Stellar is, XRP is. And then you got some others that are just pumping today, like Injective. So you've got a couple coins, 29, 25, 23% movers. Did you buy the dip? Yes, I've been warning you guys. Let me be very clear. I've been warning you guys that we could have further downside. But I was also screaming to you that this was a gift of buying opportunity. What I was worried for the downside was some people getting wrecked to the long side. Now, you could have opened up a long and you could have made a lot of money. You could have also opened up a short and gotten wrecked. I wasn't telling anybody to go long or go short here. If you've been listening to my content over the last week or so, I've been in a true moment of indecision. I've been in a true moment of indecision because we're right on the precipice of a big move to the upside, but we've got the big news coming on the 20th with the new president. We do not know if there's going to be executive orders. We had the fear around PPI and CPI data, which turned out to be pretty good. Now we're hitting resistance potentially. Oh, what happened to the screen there? Hold up. I don't know what happened. I had the screen showing, didn't I? Didn't I just have the screen showing? When did the screen disappear? Now we're hitting resistance at 100K potentially, right? Let's just draw out the trend line real quick here. So you kind of have this horizontal resistance at 100K. No secrets there. Here's what we got going on. You've got not only horizontal resistance at 100K, but you've got this kind of range as well happening right here. Something about there. We found a new range, guys. Okay, so now we've got a real range happening here for Bitcoin, and now we're kind of back into the trading zones. Okay, now we're kind of back into the trading zones. So you've got a couple opportunities here. First off, perhaps you have an opportunity to short because again, $100,000 is a strong resistance. Now, we've already got very close. Let's look at the 4-hourly candles here. Let's go up to our 4 outwardly candles and see how high we got. We got up to 99.8, basically. 99.7, 99.8. We're in our next 4-hourly candle. It's still bullish. And you could see this thing, I think, come up as far as 100,443 before a rejection back down to the downside. Do we have to reject back down to the downside? No. Why have you been so bearish lately? I'm talking about short-term plays, guys. I'm bullish. I've been talking for years about a $10 trillion market cap. I'm bullish. But in the meantime, I know there's some trading out there that people want to do. And if you want to trade, you can sign up for Blowfin using our link down below. You can sign up for crypto.com. When you sign up for Blowfin, though, you get up to a $5,000 deposit bonus. And if you want to sign up for crypto.com and you haven't done so, they got cool things like their debit Visa cards where you can get cash back on your spending when you're buying groceries or gas. You just stake some crow to do it. I am bullish on crypto, but I think there's going to be some fun trading opportunities in some of these ranges. Bitcoin dominance is rejecting off of this range that I was talking to you guys about. Look at this. Bounce, 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 down. Bitcoin dominance is coming down. So, guess what? You've got some alts coming up 29, 25, 23%. You're looking for trades on altcoins. One of the big things you could look at is Bitcoin dominance. Admittedly, perhaps I was a little too bearish on Pepe recently, but again, I don't like it for a trade right now because I don't really see any decisive channel myself for Pepe. Perhaps, you could find something different, but I'm not really seeing anything decisive. I'm still skeptical, guys, because kind of like Bitcoin, you've got this other range happening for total market cap. So if Bitcoin does reject off $100,400, then it could come back down as low as maybe, 87, 86, maybe a wick to 85. But now that I'm seeing this range kind of playing out after we bounce down here on the 13th, we're feeling a pretty good range right now. I'm feeling like here's the 20th. This is Inauguration Day. This gives us plenty of time, guys, to beep, boop, 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 boop. I feel like after Inauguration Day, things are going to be very bullish. Maybe we keep pumping into Inauguration Day and we retest back at 100. There's kind of two scenarios I'm looking at right now. A breakthrough and a retest, and then continuation to the upside because bull market's got to get going. Or a rejection here, Inauguration Day, boom, zip, zip, moving up. That's kind of the two scenarios I'm looking at. Pretty cut and dry. Pretty simple. In the meantime, Dogecoin, as just a good example of memes and their strength versus Bitcoin, holding strong. Bitcoin dominance, rejecting down. Perhaps Bitcoin dominance is going to come back to the bottom of this range. And perhaps it's not. Now, if Bitcoin decides to, reject there and come down again, that would be a huge move to the downside for Bitcoin. That would be a nice 12% move to the downside for Bitcoin, which would be from the top, from the tippy top, a nice 20% crash, for Bitcoin. It could happen. But if Bitcoin was to reject here and come back down to 87, Bitcoin dominance would probably shoot up to like 60% or something like that. So there's a world where that happens, guys. I just want everybody to continue to be on their toes and aware of it. David is saying, do you think we're going to get a Mary listing? So I do. I just think they're waiting now for altcoin season. Personally, I don't really know. I'm holding the big bag too. So, we'll have to see about that. Akash says, utterly disgusted how Cronos is performing compared to the rest of the market. look, the reality is, Akash, is that the market's not really performing, I mean, that well. I mean, yeah, you've got XD, you've got ISO coins pumping, and you've got like Lido for some, couple random ones. You've got Dog with Hat pumping, fine. Solana memes, there's no secret there. Solana memes have been hot. But like, let's like look even at like Quant as an example. Has Quant been doing that well? Its previous high was $400. It's been back in February 2024. Quant, which is pumping today, is at 130. People get all bent out of shape when they don't see their coins pumping when you see other coins pumping. The reality is in 2024, March and February, Quant was at $127. Guess what? In 2022, it was at the same area. In fact, it's lower than it was in 2022 right now. And so you might look and see like, oh, look at this. Look, oh, great. Here you go. There's a coin like Quant pumping. It's up 10% today. And what's Cronos doing? Cronos is doing nothing. Cronos is... Where is Cronos right now anyway? Cronos is only up 1.77% today. Hoopla! Guys, altcoin season hasn't happened yet. Look at a lot of these. The reality is, look at all these coins. Look, there's one that's up. Mantra's up 1.4. BitTensor's up 6%, 3%, 5%, 4%. Nothing's up spectacularly. A couple coins are. I shouldn't say nothing. A couple coins are. Hey, at least, you're not down 4% today, right? So, look, BNB token is only up 0.73% today. The reality of the situation is this. If you're holding on to a Cronos or whatever altcoin you might be holding, maybe it's Quant, maybe that was a good example. Bitcoin dominance is the story. Cardano, even though it's, up a little bit lately, it's up 7% today. It's been stuck at around $1 for a while. Let's actually see something really quick. Where was Cardano at the lows? Cardano was at 35 cents. It got down to 24 cents at the lows. It's up to $1. It's up 4x from the bottom. Okay. About 4x from the bottom. Here's Crow. Here's the reality of the situation. Right now, it's up about 3.2x from the bottom. It's not really underperforming. Now, the Cronos memes, sure, those are underperforming spectacularly compared to what? Solana? Bad comparison still. You don't have an altcoin season yet, my friends. We don't have an altcoin season yet. And so I'm not trying to be rude to you, Akash, but I'm just telling you, you got to zoom out. You got to understand the big picture. You really got to understand like why the moves for Cronos coin hasn't happened, why the moves for the Cronos ecosystem happened, because it's just not time. Our total market cap is still at $3 trillion. Here's your previous high. We haven't done anything yet. We've done nothing. Nothing has happened. Oh, XRP's up today. I missed the XRP pump. Oh, shoot. Oh, darn. But it's okay. It's okay. You're not going to catch every pump. You don't need to catch every pump. You just need to have high conviction plays that you've done your research on. And you need to make some gains in an altcoin season, full-fledged crypto bull market where our total market cap goes up. And guys, our total market cap is not up in a big way yet. Our altcoin season has not happened yet. We've got right now 76 of you focals watching on X and 93 of you guys watching on the YouTubes. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And Irish Style says, I feel like Crow lags the market. Anyway, it kind of does. It's a last minute performer. The big move for CRO came at the end of the bull market. Boom, 21. Big explosion. Most of the moves happened. It did a 10x in like 120 days. So, we've still got about 200 and something days left in the bull market. The big move is coming. Shout out to Coin Baron. The waiting is the hardest part. I feel like that's a song, isn't it? But shout out to Coin Baron. The waiting is the hardest part. There's no doubt about it. Jose Estrada is excited about XRP, and you should be. XRP is doing very well. Let's take a look-see poo. XRP, which got up to $3 today. It did. It broke above $3 today. Some areas kind of that I was peeking at. I think there's going to be resistance at $3.34. That's the psychological level. Its market cap is right now in price discovery mode, which is great, but psychological level at $3.40. There might be some resistance there. That could leave us in a world where, you know, if you are buying XRP here, I think that is much riskier than buying it down here. I told you guys $2 was on the table for XRP. It came down to my $2 target. I teased potential for XRP to come lower, but I didn't have high conviction on that. What I was really looking at was $2. It hit $2. It was there for a while. You had your discounts. And right now you could be up basically 50% on that today. And I know there's some people taking profits, and there's a lot of people trading XRP. If you want to trade XRP, you can sign up for Blowfin. Check it out in the links. A lot of people have been signing up for Blowfin lately. A lot of people have been making some money on trading. A lot of people have been getting wrecked too. Don't get wrecked when it comes to leverage trading, my friends. Okay? Don't get wrecked. Let's talk about some of the news, and we'll do some Q&A at the end of this thing. Shout out to BSS. Shout out to David Connolly. Shout out to Peen. Smashing the like button a lot. Shout out to Marissa. How you doing, Marissa? Awesome. Hope you're feeling awesome today. Everybody's liking the pump. But Akash, I didn't mean to come at you. I just want you to, say, a lot of people like complain about Cronos, but the reality is like, you're complaining about altcoin season is the truth. Okay, fine. Maybe you didn't buy Fartcoin. That's okay. I didn't buy Fartcoin either. Maybe you missed Peanut. That's okay. I was late to Peanut. I made a little bit of money on Peanut. I actually lost money on Chill Guy. I sold it at a little bit of a loss for Chill Guy because I just, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for a big move in some decisive season because if Bitcoin was to stumble down to like 75K or 85K, I didn't want to be sitting on that altcoin in particular, or, a lot of them. But I did buy some HBAR. I got into some ISO play action. I just feel good about it. It's, I feel like it's going to have a good time. It's going to be a good time. I think Cardano, I think a lot of these ISO coins like XLM, XDC are going to have a nice pump. And the big thing is what's going to happen with this new president when he gets into power. We did have some big liquidations to the longs the other day, and now that's cooled off. That brought us down to 89K, just under 90K. And now we're kind of coming back up, which is pretty neat. Liquidations are cooling off, and we're seeing things move back up to the upside. January is now green again for Bitcoin, up 3.54%. I believe that February is going to be a beautiful month for crypto. So even with my bearish calls to bounce at 3 trillion, guys, I remain a bull. I think that February is going to be beautiful because I do think that the next administration is going to be incredibly bullish. Excuse me. Incredibly bullish for crypto. Godzilla Killer made 200% on a Crow 2% move because you're leverage trading, my friend. What, the 100x leverage, I presume? That's the beauty of leverage trading. It can obviously go the other way, but Boujou says, look for coins with room to grow. And the reality is that, a lot of these coins have a lot of room to grow, guys. A lot of these coins have a lot of room to grow. Bitcoin will grow. Altcoins will grow. Your crypto bags will grow. The reality is we're in just another one of the same old, a Bitcoin bull market, the boring bull market where you just make easy 10x gains. We're not even into the hot moment of the thing yet. I mean, I keep going back to this Bitcoin bubble index and look at the reality of where we're at. Yeah, we're a little bit on these green little mountains, but we're waiting for the giant green mountains. And you see that when Bitcoin's above 150 up to 200K. You see that when XRP is at like $5 and Cardano's at like $3 to $5 and Crow coins above $1. And you're going to see that when, Pepe is at 50, 60, 70 billion dollar market cap, maybe $100 billion market cap. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. And the charts, all the charts that I look at suggest that we still have yet to see the big move. Remember, Bitcoin Google Trends too. We're not even there yet. Maybe it's less Google. I think there's going to be more people searching Google than ever before. Bitcoin on Google than ever before. We're seeing more Bitcoin transactions than ever before as that continues to climb. I think Google trends are going to continue to climb as price continues to climb. I think we've got a lot of room left in this bull market. Again, I believe the bull market's going to last just over 1,000 days, which leaves us with approximately 200 days left. Why are we pumping today? Bitcoin approaches $100,000 again as cool inflation reading fuels risk appetite. Bitcoin extended its rebound on Wednesday, hovering just below 100,000 after another encouraging inflation report fueled investors' risk appetite. If you look at this story a little bit more, Wednesday's move followed by the release of the December Consumer Price Index, which showed core inflation unexpectedly slowed in December. A day earlier, the market got another bright inflation reading in the Producer Price Index, which showed wholesale prices rose less in December than expected. The post-election crypto rally fizzled into the end of 2024 after Federal Chair Reserve Jerome Powell, Fed Chair Powell, sounded inflation warning. He crashed the market warning on December 18th, and Bitcoin suffered even steeper losses last week as a spike in bond yields prompted investors to dump growth-oriented risk assets, aka a buy the dip opportunity. Like I screamed at you, it was a gift. Remember when I was in my car doing a live stream, I said today's a gift. This Monday it was below 90 and now it's at 100. The price of Bitcoin has been taking its cue from the equities market. S&P was down. Bitcoin was down. Inflation fears were high. And now we're feeling better about inflation. Now you've got reports coming out like this. And here's a story. Cooler core inflation revives bets on Fed rate cuts. Bitcoin is affected by rate cuts. Now, the reality is that January, guys, we're going to get a pause, okay? That's priced in already. In March, we're probably not going to get a cut, okay? Now, the odds went up of a cut slightly, but we're probably not going to get a cut in March either unless some beautiful data comes out and maybe the Don comes out with beautiful, beautiful, tremendous things, big things, beautiful things, things that nobody's ever seen the likes of, potentially, hopefully. Unless he does something magical, I don't think that, you definitely can't expect a rate cut in January. And you certainly shouldn't expect a rate cut in March. But if you really take a look and you go out to May, here's the facts, guys. Here's the facts. The odds came up of a rate cut in May. And that is a beautiful thing. The odds are now up of a rate cut in May. We're up to 36%. 36%, and we were in the 20s, I believe, yesterday. This was probably in the 60s or 70s, I think. So odds are coming up, and then if you go to June, now we're actually in favor of a rate cut in June. That was not the case before. This was not the case before. The odds came up for this and for this, and the odds went down for this. What is this? This is another rate pause, okay? Odds went down for this, and then they came up for this. So this is good. We're feeling better. And that's awesome, guys, because then if the rates start getting cut in, May or June and then July, the peak of the bull market, I think, is going to be September, August, October area. Okay. The timing's nice. Okay. The timing is nice. David wants me and Black Sea to do some live streams together. I think we're going to start doing that. Kind of like I had Oscar in the live stream, and I had Coin Bear, and I think we're just going to start having Black Sea in, once every now and again. We've got a system, but I'll definitely invite him in from time to time to the streams. Good morning, Papa. Good morning, Papa. Jerry Young says, you know what stinks? I bought Bitcoin because I didn't want to have to figure out the intricacies of financial system. Now we're here checking the FOMC meeting minutes, rate cuts, and bond yields. You're exactly right, Daryl, but one day I think that it won't matter as much. I think it's always going to matter a little. It shouldn't, but it does. And that's the same with gold, It's just how it is because there's a lot of big money, and the big money plays by the big money games. So that's the reality of the situation. We're looking better than we were the other day, and it kind of makes me feel like perhaps there is a chance we break through here. But I'm not gonna flip. I've been bullish, but I'm not gonna flip bullish. I'm gonna say, oh, we're gonna break through here. This is the moment we're gonna break through. There's always a chance we could, guys. I told you there's a chance that we could come back up, and we don't need to bounce off 3 trillion, but I'd like to bounce off 3 trillion. And we're in this range, guys, and there's a chance that, and I told you guys there's a chance that we get wicks lower. Now, again, January 20th is here. What if all of a sudden we stumble back down, we get some wicks down to like 2.9 trillion, and then boom, we got our weekly candle close on 3 trillion, and guess what? Then we can move up. Let's go to the weekly candles. This weekly candle, if it came down to the bottom of this area, it'd be great. It'd be great. We could have a nice little bounce here, and then boom, continuation to the upside. It's the thing I've been talking about for weeks now. Peen is asking, am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? You are, sir. You are. You're definitely turtly enough. Let me tell you. I'd say. Where did you come up with that? Where are you doing? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Oh, the Turtle Club, because of Charlie Munger. Yes. No, you're not turtly enough for that Turtle Club, sir. Neither am I. It's okay, Ping Galarga. Oh, that's good. That's good. I want that costume. Oh my gosh. And now I could do it because he's bald. Oh, turtle. Papa. All right, we're losing it, guys. We're losing our minds over here. I like the fact that Bitcoin dominance is coming down. It gives me a lot of hope. The rate cuts and the hopes for rate cuts later this year coming up today. That's good. That raises my hopes. Yesterday I was at a 55% chance that we're coming down. Now I'm at like a 52% chance, a 51% chance. I still think we're going to come down one more time. But like not with a 90% degree of confidence, right? So what does that mean? I just say peen, What is that? Well, don't say it, but give me like a metaphor or something. Give me like a metaphor, BSS. Seems like BTC, Papa says, seems like BTC is now a pump and dump coin. Oh, man. No, it's not a pump and dump coin, obviously, but it is. It means, okay. It's like a big one. Okay. Well, good for him, Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like, look, it's just trading in a range. We're waiting for a breakout. Actually, millionaires, multi-millionaires, big money people are now playing interesting strategies. Like my grandfather called me earlier today and he was telling me that one of his buddies, and my grandfather is, I don't want to say too much about him, but he knows a lot of folks that do a lot of trading and like big time trading. And I'm hearing that some of his, very wealthy buddies are playing this interesting game with MicroStrategy stock and Bitcoin. They're buying Bitcoin. And I'm talking about like 80-plus-year-old men are now buying Bitcoin by the millions. And some of them are shorting MicroStrategy stock. I heard there's a strategy where because the Bitcoin holdings for MicroStrategy is currently valued at $45 billion, but the market capitalization of MicroStrategy stock is at like 80 billion. It is overvalued compared to the Bitcoin holdings. And so what they're doing is this conversion play with call options, and they're buying Bitcoin and they're shorting MicroStrategy. And it's a huge win play apparently for big money, but it requires a lot of margin to do a strategy like that. Margin that very wealthy Turtle Club people, the Turtle Club people have, and it's very interesting. But anyway, big money plays games, guys. They play weird games like shorting MicroStrategy. I can't imagine shorting MicroStrategy. Honestly, going into a bull market, I can't imagine shorting MicroStrategy. That sounds wild to me. Insider trading. That is not insider trading at all. But there is insider trading that goes on amongst the big boys, the very big boys. And like these turtles that I'm talking about, my grandpa turtles, are not turtly enough for the real turtle club, even, I don't think. Well, perhaps they are. I don't know. But not the BlackRock club. There's a difference between the millionaires and the billionaires. So there you go. So, for the bear market, shorting MicroStrategy would be very lucrative. Actually, yeah, it could be. It could be. It could be. So anyway, a couple of other stories that I do want to share with you. We kind of got through the inflation. We kind of got through that conversation. Here's the excitement right now. The Don, his new SEC is to begin overhauling the agency's crypto policies. Can you believe this? Do you understand? Can you believe this? These crypto policies, as early as next week, just less than 7 days away. So as early as next week, the new SEC leadership poised to kickstart crypto. Is there any way I can get a bottle of water? I love this baby. My child is so cute. Should put her foot in front of the camera. Just show these little toesy woesies here. Here, watch. I'm not gonna put my baby here, but just look at these little toesy woesies, guys. Look at these little toesy woesies. My baby's so cute. My baby's so cute. It's nap time. So Dad's gotta be quiet. Shh. Shut up, Dad. You're too loud. Could I get a bottle of water, sweetheart? My love. And could you shut my office door? Yeah. That is fatherhood right there, isn't that? The baby feet. The baby feet. Yeah, she's a cutie. She's working on nap times. We're working on nap times. Anyway, this new SEC leadership is very exciting, guys. Poised to kickstart a crypto overhaul, and I think it's gonna be huge. I think it's gonna be tremendous, actually. Oh wow, Roberto, appreciate you. Toesy woesy emojis. Wouldn't that be something? You deserve the greatest gift of your life, your daughter. Yeah, she is precious. We'll work on another one soon. Right, honey? Right. She's like, yowza. That was tough. Thanks, guys. But I'm very excited. And the market's very excited. It's part of the reason we're coming up today. So, we're coming up today. I don't know. 100K is going to be a big resistance. We'll have to see, guys. We'll have to see, guys. But generally, things are very bullish. First of all, I want to go to Hong Kong. Look at this city. It looks very neat. But a Hong Kong legislator just proposed adding Bitcoin to national reserves. It's happening. It's going to happen on the states here in the U.S. It's going to happen for the country. It's going to happen for Hong Kong. It's going to happen for China. It's going to happen for China. And it's going to happen for a lot of things. A lot of countries. I think that Bitcoin is going to be adopted across the world in a matter of time. And one day Bitcoin's going to be at $1 million. And you're going to be like, oh, I could have bought more. Why didn't I buy more Bitcoin? Like I feel already about, me, like that's how I feel. Like it's 2016. I should have bought way more. I was a kid. I didn't know what was going on. I had more hair. I had less brains. Now I got less hair. I got more brains. That's just how she goes, right? Anyway, I know some people were talking to me about Mary token, mystery Mary on Cronos. Is it going to pump? Is it going to get listed? Well, I think so. Good news is it's kind of getting a bounce right now on the weekly time frame. 1-2 weekly green candles in a row. We're coming into a nice green week right now. Bitcoin's up. I think maybe perhaps if this weekly candle could stay green here, and we could keep going up very easily for this. I think that it's still going to get listed. I'm bullish on the whole Cronos ecosystem. But if you're like, well, the whole Cronos ecosystem's lagging behind, like somebody was saying to me earlier. Yeah, I mean, altcoins are lagging behind too. And here's Bitcoin back down to 98, looking like it's potentially getting the rejection off 100K. Let me actually even get the, because I drew out these levels, but the levels aren't perfect. We could still come up a little bit higher, I think. We could still come up a little bit higher, I think, but perhaps we're just rejecting strong off 100K. Definitely some shorters coming in right now, opening in some shorts. If you guys want to trade for yourself, you can do it. Sign up down below. XRP also hit like $3. That's strong resistance. So let's see what happens here, guys. Let's see what happens here. Love that Bitcoin dominance is coming down, though. This could reverse if Bitcoin slips big time. Yeah, Bitcoin comes down, Bitcoin dominance goes up. It's kind of how she plays out, my friends. It's kind of how it works. 114 of you guys watching on YouTube, do me a favor. If you are excited for Bitcoin dominance to collapse into the ground and your altcoins to pump, smash the like button. If you haven't smashed the like button, it's the #1 thing to do to support your favorite YouTube content creators or your least favorite. Jada says, should I buy XRP now? The answer, ask me if I'm going to buy XRP now. Because I'm not going to tell you if you should buy XRP right now, but ask me if I'm going to buy XRP right now. Because if you did ask me, I'd say I'm not going to buy XRP right now. I'm going to say I would have been buying XRP at $2, like I told you. But am I going to buy it after it pumps 50%? Not right now. Not right now. I'm still skeptical of this Bitcoin range here. I'm still skeptical of Bitcoin coming down. I'm still skeptical of our total market cap. The people that are buying XRP right now are easily going to be the same people that are panic selling Bitcoin or XRP back down at $2 if we come back down there. And Doge, I like Doge better than XRP for a buy right now because it's down from the highs. I mean, it's still down from this, it's still down 24%. I think Dogecoin has more upside than XRP in the midterm. I don't know in this bull market. I'd say probably in the bull market, I think Dogecoin's got more upside than XRP as well. That's a controversial take, but yeah. Mario says never buy the green. And that's like with a 95%, never. Don't buy the green if you can help yourself, right? RC says sell or wait. Well, if you're holding XRP, like I would be, if you're not taking profit on a 50% pump, like a little bit, but I mean, also if you're like, well, I don't care. I'm waiting for XRP to go to, at least $4. And like, maybe your profit strategy is different, but it depends when you bought. I mean, if you're up 10%, it's like, well, you're up 10%. Like, you can take some profit if you want to. You're up 10%, take 10% off the table. You're up 10%, take 2% off the table, right? Those are some of the things you could do. That's all your risk tolerance. I think generally we have a big bull market ahead. And so, hey, if you wanted to buy XRP right now because you're like, well, it's going to go higher, and I don't even care if it dips down to $2 because I'm going to buy more at $2. That's one thing. But if you're going to buy XRP at $3 and you're going to write it down to $2 and panic and sell, and then you're going to buy it back, at $3 again, like that's not the right way to do it. Don't do that. So what else is going on, guys? Not advice, Jada. I don't give advice. I can't give advice, not financial advice, but I'm giving you love. I am giving you love. Mario says never buy the green. No. I mean, I love where you're coming from, Mario. I'm just saying, like, sometimes you do. Like generally, like if you're buying Bitcoin right now, that's fine. Like, that's fine. Bitcoin's different because like Bitcoin, if it crashes 10%, XRP could crash 20 to 30%, I mean, like, if you're going to buy the dip and you're in a Bitcoin accumulation strategy, that's the thing. If you find a Memecoin that's super early and it's ripping and you want to make a quick play on it, I sometimes, I get it. You want to FOMO and degen into a play. I get it. When you see like Pepe go into price discovery mode again and our total market cap is ripping and you think that it's full on altcoin season, I could understand, buying into the green when it's just top blasting time, because there's a moment where things do just keep going up for an extended period of time. And like when that happens, then, maybe you're buying as things are going up a little bit. I don't love to do that. You should buy when it's low. But that's kind of why I came at it there. That was kind of my approach to that point that you made. Just generally. Classic says, should I hold my Dogecoin? I'm really nervous and new. You're really nervous and new. Well, the good news is Dogecoin is holding strong versus Bitcoin. It is undervalued compared to its previous highs. At some point, it's going to go higher than 50 cents. At some point, it's going to go to 73 cents. And so, it depends what your time horizon is. If you're looking for a quick flip and a quick buck, well, if you're in the red, and you're down, I wouldn't be panic selling my Dogecoin. If you want to take some profit and you're worried about losing your gains, well, then take a little bit of profit if you want to. But if you've got a bunch invested and you're willing to risk some to make a little bit more, then you hold it. It's really up to you. It's up to your risk tolerance. It's up to your needs for your life. If you're really, really nervous about your, if you got $300 or $3,000 and you're really, really nervous about your $3,000 in Doge, then maybe you shouldn't have put $3,000 in Doge in the first place. Because after all, it is a meme. But again, I think it could go to $2 in this bull market. I think $1 is going to be easy for Dogecoin, just as I think $1 is going to be easy for Crocoin. But I also think you'd be making a mistake if you're just holding your entire bag all the way up to $1 for Doge, right? You should shuffle some profits on the way up. Always be shuffling some. Maybe that's 5%, maybe that's 10%, maybe that's 50%. I don't know. That's up to you. But if you're nervous and you're new, the best strategy you can get in the habits of doing is taking profit when you're up, because you will never regret. You'll usually never regret taking profits, because let's say you were really, really early to Shiba Inu, you caught, a 5x and then it went up 500x and you're like, oh my gosh, I would have been a millionaire. I understand that, but that's why you leave a moon bag. You take 5%, 10%, 2%, whatever you want to do. If you have extremely high conviction, if you're really, really, really nervous, well, then maybe you take bigger profits. But if you really have high conviction, you leave a moon bag. A moon bag is just some. You just keep some in there. That way, if you find the next Shiba Inu, you're not selling it early. That being said, Dogecoin's not going to go up 100x. Shiba Inu's not going to go up 100x again. Mario says, Kip, you still bullish on Jasmine? Yeah. Do I think 100 billion is achievable? Ooh, maybe. Maybe. 50 billion? I don't know. I think it's going to go to 30 cents or something. 30 cents, 50 cents. We'll see. Yeah, classic. Appreciate you. You're going to hold till January 20th? I think January 20th we get started, classic. I'll tell you that. I think that the best part of this bull market, the best moves are still going to require about just generally 200 days of patience. I think that we're going to be seeing. You could see a big dip on the 20th for all I know, right? I think that January could end green here. I think February is going to be very bullish. I think March could be quite bullish. I'm hesitant about April, May, June, July. But then August, September, October, kablamo, that's your best moment, I think. And maybe you don't want to wait around to that. If you want to take some profits in Q1, I don't think you wait till just January 20th. And I think we got a lot more time. I think we got a lot more upside. But hey, if you're way in the green, you got some profits, take some. I get it. And by the way, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just talking out a bunch of different ways to think for you. And you think however you want to think. Oh, is the 20th Martin Luther King Day? Very interesting. Crypto's not going to be closed. Azim says, what are you thinking about long-term investments? That's what I'm into. Bitcoin. Game over. Bitcoin's going to be at $1 million one day. By $5 a day. And in 30 years, you'll be rich. So. There you go. There you go. Ask ChatGPT. How much money could I make over 30 years? Somebody go ask ChatGPT. Somebody right now, go ask ChatGPT. Please, for me. How much money would I make in the next 25 years if I invested $5 a day into Bitcoin? You must give me an answer and then you tell ChatGPT assume that Bitcoin is successful and that a national strategic reserve is approved. And what is the answer? What is the answer? Somebody do that real quick. Somebody out there do it. And then post the answer and I'll put it up on the screen. Somebody do that for me real quick. I invest $5 in Bitcoin a day, and it's a generally, successful stretch of time for Bitcoin. National strategic reserves are approved. How much money could you make? Somebody, come on. Somebody out there, do it. Do it. Mrs. Crypto Kip never got me that water, by the way. Little rejection at 900K. No money if you just buy. What does that mean? JYC. CY. What does that mean? Somebody ChatGPT that for me. Is somebody out there ChatGPTing that right now? Somebody tell me if you're ChatGPTing it. I gotta know. I think that's a good one. I'm gonna do that if nobody hooks me up with that answer on the stream. What do we got in the chat? Shout out to all you guys in the chat, by the way. And if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and tap that like button. I got 108 folks watching on X. Repost out the stream. 110 of you guys watching on the Crypto Report YouTube channel. I did too big. Ask them to condense it into 10 words. Daryl. Ask them to condense it into 10 words. Just ask them to force you in 30 years. You must give me $1 value, $1 value. Just tell me it. Give me a number. Nothing else. Just give me a number and ChatGPT will do it. How many years? 30 years. 30 years. $5 a day. What does ChatGPT say? In 30 years, you sell. Or just sell when you need to. At that point, in 10 years, you want to buy a car. You sell enough to buy a car. $20 years at 20% growth, $300,000. Okay, what do we got? Investing $5 a day for 25 years at 10% annual return. Yeah, 10% is weak. Did you add the National Strategic Reserve? I'm gonna do that. Maybe I should make a video about that. I know how to work ChatGPT. I know how to work it. But yeah, look. There you go. For 30 years, 2.3 million. Boom. There you go. Daryl Young's got it. And there you go. ChatGPT thinks that the National Reserve won't help. Interesting. Rated 30% over the next 25 years, investing $5 daily would result in approximately $10 million. Well, there you go. Yeah, so long-term strategy, buy Bitcoin, I guess, right? And there's going to be bear markets and there's going to be dips. And what you could do strategically is take profit at the top of the bull markets and buy big bags low. But keep some Bitcoin, at least. Keeping some Bitcoin, I think, is you're protecting yourself in case it does become bigger than you could possibly imagine. But anyway, guys, that is all I have for this one. That was a fun little outro with ChatGPT. Thanks to all your help in the chat. Kind of fun. 337K at 10%. That's not so bad. It's better than a 401k. What happens if you invest $5 in your 401k every day? You're not going to have $337,000. So, I don't know. That's all I got. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, DCA, hold on my friends. More videos coming later today because that's how we do it. See you next time. This is how we do it. Peace, y'all. Thank you, BSS. See you next time, guys.